Hey, and what is going on, everybody? Zero here, more Diablo action. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about starting off in Season 10, leveling your character, and getting geared up enough to be able to start running T10 and above in a quick manner. So, something that I see a lot, and I've even seen some comments on some videos, is how do you gear so quickly when you level up a new character in a season, your first character? Uh, you know, people message me in game, and I get comments on videos or messages on YouTube saying, I see people leveling in 25 hours or 30 hours and being geared and running in T11 and T12 and stuff like that in like 20, 30 hours. How do they do this? So realistically speaking, 20, 30 hours for that accomplishment is a long time. That is a very long time. This is something that you should be able to, in the season, from a brand new character, your very first character in a season, is something that you should be able to accomplish in under 6 hours. Under 6 hours, you should be in Torment 10. And depending on your luck as you go, it could be in under 5 hours, or even under 4 hours if you've gotten really lucky with drops. But it's going to take minimum 4 to 5 hours, I want to say, to go from having nothing at all to playing in Torment 10 and above. And how much above Torment 10 is going to be completely reliant on the type of luck that you have as you're doing this. Now we're going to look at it from a solo perspective at this time, but keep in mind that pretty much everything we're doing in this can be done in a group, with the exception of massacre leveling. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the first step, guys, that you want to do in this process, pretty similar to other leveling processes, is you want to go and kill Magda on master difficulty. The one thing you want to make sure of is that she is a bounty when you're doing this. So if she's not a bounty, leave the game. Start a new game. You want to kill her on master, and you want her to be the bounty. You want to make sure you equip your follower's weapon beforehand going into the area, because it's a lot stronger than your starting weapon. So you're going to kill her, you're going to get some yellow gear, you're going to be geared up a little bit. You're going to then drop the difficulty down from master to hard, and you're going to run Fields of Misery up until around the level 20 area. If you're level 18, 19, that's fine. You just want to be around level 20. Okay? From there, you're going to complete the rest of Act 2. This is why you wanted her to be a bounty. You want to finish Act 2 at this point. So you finish Act 2 on hard, right? Shouldn't take you that long. This is really the longest process of it, is the leveling to 70 process. Okay, so you're gonna go and complete it, right? And the reason we're gonna complete this is because at this level, once you hand in the bag or get your bag and open it, more than likely you're gonna get Kane's plans from it. That's all that's gonna drop out of this thing. You might get a few crafting materials, you'll get a bounty mat, but all that's gonna drop out of it is plans, and more than likely you're gonna get Kane's. I did 3 runs just to check, and on all 3 runs with a new character, opening that first bag, I got Kane's set, right? So once that's done, hopefully you will have enough materials by this point to craft it. If you don't have enough materials to craft it all, just craft as many pieces as you can, and then as soon as you have more materials to craft another piece, craft it. Get that 3-piece bonus, big experience bonus. It's gonna exponentially speed up the process. Okay, then we're going to go back to Fields of Misery on hard mode, guys, and we're going to run that until 70. We're going to run it all the way till 70, trying to massacre bonus. Keep in mind, guys, that massacre bonus leveling, like lots of people have mentioned, is a lot better for certain classes. The Witch Doctor excels at this. So if you're running a different class than Witch Doctor, this is probably going to take, this whole level to 70 is probably going to take you a little bit longer, probably half an hour or so longer than if you were a Witch Doctor. So you're going to run it right up till 70. By the time you've done this, you're going to have a whole bunch of seasonal objectives, the seasonal journey, done for Chapter 1. And that's just really the beginning of the process, right? So we get to 70, and then what we need to start doing is just attacking that seasonal journey checklist, okay? So from there, you want to do one of two things. It's totally up to you which one you want to do first. You're either going to go and get Kanai's Cube, or you're going to run a Rift on Expert difficulty. I know everybody says, don't run anything on Expert. Well, we're doing it on Expert and not higher than Expert just to get it done quickly. And the reason we're doing it on Expert is because there is a seasonal journey objective to complete a Nephilim Rift on Expert difficulty or higher. And that's why you're doing it. Okay, from there you're going to go and kill, who we're going to kill? We're going to kill the Skeleton King, we're going to kill Cedia, we're going to kill Gom, and we're going to kill Queen Arenia on hard difficulty. Go and kill all of them on hard. Don't do it on anything higher than hard. This is all about speed, okay? We're not going to change difficulties unless we have to. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to get our 6-piece set as quickly as possible. So we're going to go kill all those bosses on hard difficulty very easily, okay? By this point, guys, you really should have your blacksmith, mystic, jeweler as high level as possible, hopefully to level 12, right? Because once you hit 70, you're going to start picking up Death's Breaths. And then we've done a Rift, we've gotten Kanai's Cube, we've killed all those bosses. You should be killing elites while you're doing this. Run to the bosses, run to Kanai's Cube, complete the Rift, but kill every elite you see on the way. You need Death's Breaths, and at this level, this difficulty level, they're not going to be dropping from every single elite, so you need to kill as many as possible to make sure that you have as many chances at Death's Breaths as possible. Okay, at this point, you're going to want to clean up some objectives. Okay, you're going to go through your checklist here, guys, and you're going to clean up anything that you haven't gotten done. At this point, it should be really easy stuff to clean up. It should be stuff like Hot Anvil, Strong Steel, and The Real Deal, Friends with Benefits, the little things that count, pension for enchantments, change clothes, seasonal socketing, stuff like that, right? It's really easy stuff to accomplish. You shouldn't have any issues. All you have to do, guys, for this whole process to get leveled quickly, to get geared quickly, is just follow this checklist. The game tells you how to do it. This is a roadmap to getting towards endgame. That's what this is. That's what the seasonal journey is. It's holding your hand and telling you, just do what I tell you to do, and you'll be there in no time. At this point, you should be able to pick up your first 2 pieces of your 6-piece set. Okay? That's how this works. You finish the seasonal journey chapters, and they give you rewards. So you get your first 2 pieces. So now that we have our first 2 pieces, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to complete the rest of the bounties on hard. It's at this point that it's really a great idea to group up. Now, I know I said we were going to tackle this from a solo perspective, so you can do it on your own, but really it's going to speed up the process if you do it in a group. So you want to complete the rest of the bounties. So obviously you don't have to do Act 2, you've already done them. You just go ahead, do the rest of the bounties on hard. If you really want to speed it up, you can do it on the easiest difficulty. That's completely up to you. But keep in mind that obviously you'll be getting more experience if you're doing it on hard. And you want to also level in Paragon as much as possible while you're doing this. So hard is a much better place, I think, to be doing it. It's not too high a difficulty that it's going to take a extremely long time with the type of gear that you have, but it's not too low that the XP is not going to really push you up in Paragon at a decent rate. After this, we're going to have to run a Rift on Master, guys. That's what you want to do next after you finish those bounties. Run a Rift on Master. Following that, you're going to kill Mathiel and his duel on Master if you didn't kill them clearing bounties. Okay? So there's a good chance you might not even have to do them at this point. And then you're going to clean up anything else that's left in the season journey for that. Following that, guys, this should bring us to, let's see here. Yeah, that should bring us to the end of Chapter 3, which means you will receive another 2 pieces of your 6-piece set, which is excellent. Okay, at this point, you're going to want to run rifts and grifts to get more gear. Focus on non-reward slots, guys. What I mean by that is focus on pieces that you're not going to get from the Hadric bags. So your 6-piece set that is rewarded for the season journey. You know you're going to get those pieces, so don't go out of your way trying to find those pieces. Focus on the slots that aren't being given to you as a reward from those bags. So with Zunis, as an example, I would focus on shoulders. I would focus on your weapon. I would focus on the second ring, bracers, stuff like that. Stuff that you're not going to be getting from those bags. And obviously, you're basically going to go with anything that you can get at this point. And again, I would suggest in certain circumstances, if you want to run this as a group, run it as a group. But keep in mind that something that we're trying to accomplish with this step is getting ourselves into the solo 20 Greater Rift, which is part of the seasonal journey. Okay, that's what we're going up to. We're running these rifts and grifts, gearing up, getting materials, getting gear until we can unlock Greater Rift 20. After that, I would suggest killing Diablo on Torment 2, kill the 4 Key Wardens on Torment 4, and kill Belial on Torment 4. Okay, so that goes rifts and grifts until you can unlock Greater Rift 20. Clear a Greater Rift 20 on your own. It's going to be super simple by this point. You should have a good amount of gear, unless you've been super unfortunate with the drops. And then you're going to kill Diablo on Torment 2. You're going to kill the 4 Key Wardens on Torment 4. You're going to kill Belial on Torment 4. And then you're going to do some more cleanup. Anything that's left that you haven't gotten, exquisiteness, or is another man's treasure, are probably going to be 2 of the ones that you're missing. You're going to do those. At this point, you will have your 6-piece set. And this should not have taken you a very long time. This should take you anywhere from 5 to 6 hours to do this whole process. That's if you're running it on your own. If you're running it in a group, it's going to go quicker, right? If you haven't grouped up at this point, this is the time to do it. You're going to group up and just go nuts on bounties and rifts. Make sure you're doing it on Torment or higher. This is the time. You need to be running Torment 1 or higher. And then just gamble, upgrade rares, and that's it. It's super easy. This game really allows you to gear up very, very quickly. So you've gotten your 6-piece set for free, basically. And then all you need to do is continually run bounties and rifts, get materials, take any shards that you have and gamble for pieces that you're missing. If you don't get the pieces that you're missing, scrap that stuff. And then, of course, take any rares that you pick up and upgrade them to legendaries with your mats. That's what the mats are for. They're to be used. At this point in the game, when it first starts out, you shouldn't be trying to hoard your materials. You should be spending them as quick as you get them, right? So as an example, if I'm running Zunis and I want to do darts, right, I'm going to be focusing on trying to get a dagger of darts. So any ceremonial knife that I find that's a rare ceremonial knife, I'm going to immediately put it in the cube and upgrade it to a legendary. And the more I do that, the quicker I'm going to find my dagger of darts. That's how it works. You can make your own legendaries in this game, so why not, exploit that ability as much as possible. So you should realistically, by the 10 to 15 hour mark at the most, be running Torment 13 on your own, not in a group. It's a very simple process. You should be able to get into T13 by that timeline. Endgame content, on the other hand, is a lot more difficult. That's where the real grind comes in. Putting your first set of gear together is a very simple process. It's after that things start to get a lot more complicated. Just finding those exact right pieces and re-rolling them exactly the way you want them, and just completely optimizing your gear is the part that takes a long time. Getting to the point where you can start looking for that stuff is really easy with this season journey, because they just hand feed you the gear that you need to get towards endgame. So basically, the whole gist of it is just follow the season journey and you'll be there in no time. Don't do anything that doesn't go towards putting a check mark on one of these on one of these little quests. If you're doing something that isn't going to end up with putting a check mark on something from chapter 1 through 4 in the season journey, then it's going to take you a long time. If you start, for whatever reason, I'm going to go look for goblins, and I haven't even completed chapter 2, then obviously it's going to take you a long time to get geared, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. That's how I do it. That's how I'm sure a lot of people do it. Remember that most of this stuff can be done in a group as well, and it'll speed up the process. If you decide to do all this in a group, don't do massacre bonuses, guys. Just go in rifts to level from 1 to 70. But I would still suggest going to get that cane set at around the level 20 mark. It's really, really easy, guys. That's all you need to do. It shouldn't take you any more than 6 hours to get this whole process done, to get your 6-piece and to have all your other pieces as legendary. The only other thing I can tell you guys is while you're doing this, kill every elite that you can, kill every single goblin that you can, and don't forget about your follower. Equip your follower and all that, right? There's seasonal achievements or seasonal journey quests for equipping your follower as well, so don't forget about that. Very easy stuff. Hopefully you guys are pumped and excited for Season 10 like I am, and I wish all of you the best in Season 10. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also join me in game by joining my Diablo 3 community, Zero's Heroes, or you can even send me a friend request if you want, ZeroCool number 1853. I will accept friend requests as long as I have room on my friends list. So again, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Good luck moving on into Season 10 and later.